Hi, hello. My name is Trina Gray, and I have the pleasure of bringing a new column to Personal Fitness Professional. It is called Success Leaves Clues. And I've been excited about it and could hardly sleep last night thinking about getting a chance to film this video and write a supplemental column to go with the first edition of it. So, if we haven't met before, let me do a quick introduction, tell you a little bit about my background in the fitness industry. Then I'm going to invite you to really look forward to my quarterly columns that I'm going to produce for the magazine called Success Leaves Clues. Now, if you're an avid reader of PFP, you know it is chock full of amazing content from cutting edge movement patterns to ways to improve your bottom line, amazing offers from their partners. And I'm so excited to bring some business content to you each quarter. So my name is Trian Gray. My background, true background in terms of education and my first jobs was in journalism and communications. And the reason why that's important, even though it was more than 2 decades ago, is that I think that a lot of my success or foundations for success in the business world and in the fitness industry really come from the ability to communicate a message, to communicate a vision, to communicate an offer. And I want to help you over time potentially fine tune or even improve upon your own communication skills, and notice that as you communicate more confidently, as you communicate more calmly, as you communicate more clearly, your business grows. So my background is in journalism and communication. I found my way into the fitness industry back in 1997. I first became a group fitness instructor outside of Madison, Wisconsin. I just graduated college, was looking to lose weight myself. I joined a local gym and went from the back of the class to the front of the class, got certified, and was on my way in the industry kind of as a side hustle, side job, as maybe some of you still are, or maybe that's how you started too. Well, life took lots of turns and bends, and I moved from Madison to a small town in northern Michigan called Alpena, Michigan. Started teaching group fitness classes here, kind of getting entrenched in the community, looking for a full-time real job in journalism. And as life happened, I decided to just make fitness my full-time job. So worked on my personal training certification and then just started raking up the certifications like I'm sure many of you have. Went on to open my own medically based health club. I opened that in 2006. So it's been 18 years of owning a medically based health club. I did that when my kids were 2 and 3 months old. So when I look back on that time, not sure what I was thinking back then, but I opened a 14,000 square foot medically based health club, which I still have today. It's an award-winning health club. You can look it up online, called Bay, B-A-Y, Bay Athletic Club. You can look up our social media, our website. We are really a club that gets people off the sidelines and into life, away from their desk and into life, off the bleachers and into life, off the couch and into life. We really work on working parents, having them set a better example for their families. When I engage working parents in health and fitness, I found I was able to bring their parents, retirees, and their children, high school students, also to my gym. So that's my background in the fitness industry as a gym owner. I did open a second location just 1 mile down the road over a decade ago. So I have two clubs in one town. One's a medically based full service health club with group fitness classes, cardio, strength, personal training, all the things. A juice bar. We offer supplements and shakes. And then 1 mile down the road, I have like an indoor boot camp. It is cycle, boxing, TRX, and kind of an indoor playground for trainers. I have a physical therapist who also operates out of that space. So it's a really good symmetry. He helps with some of my rent. And it's a great space for him to treat his patients. So those are my two businesses. I've been in the industry for a really long time. I've stayed in the trenches as a group fitness instructor, as a personal trainer, and as an owner. I branched out years ago and started speaking in the industry because I love fitness, but maybe like some of you, I also really love the business of fitness. And I love figuring out what motivates people to start working out. How do we keep them? How do we get them to refer to us? how do we continue to grow this industry? Because prevention is the future of healthcare. I believe in it. I believe in this industry, but I also believe in making a good living in this industry and moving past this idea that we're all just martyrs out here trying to pay for our own certifications and our own tennis shoes. I wanted to build a great life and a great career in this industry. So the other hat I wear in the industry, if we haven't met before, is I also built a huge online fitness coaching team. What does that mean? Well, 16 years ago, I partnered with a company then called Beachbody, now Body, and I started asking my Fit Pro friends across the industry, hey, do you have people in your life that you would love to help, but they don't live near you and you're not training them locally? So I started offering virtual coaching and virtual training 16 years ago before it was really a thing. Started teaching fitness professionals who I met at industry events like IDEA or URSA or Perform Better or Mania, started inviting them to do that with me. And over time, built one of the largest, most successful fitness coaching teams in the country. So on any given day, I am running my local health clubs. I'm also running an online business. Right now, as an example, I have 82 people in a boot camp at my health club. We're booming this summer. And I have my own personal boot camp going online virtually with 36 people around the country. So I have my hands in both the live world and the virtual world, the bricks and mortar business and the online business. Both of them have built a great career. So I bring to you a lot of background in the industry. I'm certainly just still in the trenches working this business and loving being in fitness. Couldn't find a better career. It's rewarding personally, but it's also rewarding financially if you do the right things. So what's the point of this new column, this new opportunity in PFP? Success Leaves Clues is going to be a breakdown every quarter of 2 business tips, 1 personal growth or personal development tip, and 1 recommendation for a read or an audio. So 2 business tips, 1 personal growth or personal development tip, and then I'm going to just offer you a recommended read or a recommended audio. So I have my notes ready to go for you today. I want to keep this kind of casual and conversational. So it feels like you and I are just sitting down for a cup of coffee, exchanging business ideas. So I want to keep this easy to follow, easy to take notes, and hopefully easy for you to reach me with questions on some of these topics. I know that the readers of PFP are a mix of group fitness instructors, personal trainers, boot camp owners, gym owners, studio owners, a lot of you just in the health and fitness industry with different hats. I want these tips to be useful to you no matter what hat you wear. So you'll have to take the tip and massage it a bit and figure out how does it apply to where you are. My hope for you is that you don't write it off and say, well, I don't have a gym. This doesn't matter to me. No, if you're training at home, on Skype, on FaceTime, in a park, in a boot camp, in your garage, in a gym, at multiple gyms, if you're teaching classes, if you're trying to open a business, whatever it may be, I know you can find something here. Okay, so let's dive in. Tip number 1, business tip number 1 is as simple as it gets. And it's my favorite word in business, and it's simplicity. Simplicity. Some of the best advice I got when I was first opening my gym. Now, my gym is 18 years old, so I started working on it 20 years ago. I was 27 years old and really wanting to open a fitness business. Didn't have a ton of experience, didn't have a degree in business, don't necessarily recommend opening a business at 27 with 2 kids, but I was called to do it and I felt a deep calling to open up something in my small community. So what I did was call around other gyms across really the Midwest. And I asked for a manager and I simply said, I'm a budding entrepreneur. I'm a future gym owner. I just owned it. And I said, I'm a group fitness instructor, personal trainer wanting to open a gym. What advice would you give me? What would you do differently if you were starting over? And from Indiana to Michigan, where I live, to Wisconsin, to Ohio, to Illinois, I kind of called gyms across the Midwest. The number one thing I heard from people was, I wish I'd made my offer more simple, either my memberships or my ways to join or my packages or my pricing, however they all kind of sold their offer. They said, I wish I'd made a simpler offer. And now back then they were telling me things like, I have a silver, a gold, a platinum, a premium, an add-on, an add-on. And they said it just confuses people. The number two thing, by the way, that they told me across the board was cleanliness, that people want a clean gym space and it should be surgically clean, which is a phrase that comes from the Ritz-Carlton. And I love that. So I really abided by those two things. I invested a ton in housekeeping at my facility before I really had the money to do it, had a really rigid cleaning checklist for my team, and really made the most simple offers to work with me. And I have stuck with that for 18 years. So let me give you some examples of what I mean. Simplicity of offer. Now, I want you to think about, how do people do business with you right now? Could you remove one layer of it? Could you simplify it down just one step? Could you trust that a simpler offer is easier for people to digest? So whether it's the package you offer, or if you have a gym, if it's a month or an annual, if it's a 10 pack, if it's a 1 month unlimited, can you have one core offer and one alternative? One core offer and one alternative. So in my live bricks and mortar business, I have one core offer of an annual membership. It's all inclusive. It is their best health insurance. It is the best investment they make in their mind and body and family. I can sell it to anyone because I believe so strongly in this annual membership. Commit to your wellness year round, not just for the wedding, not just for a season, for the year. So I also have an alternative offer, a monthly opportunity for people to come test us out, dive in the water, see what we're all about, get a free session, try out some classes. That's my alternative offer, right? So I have a main core offer and an alternative offer. In my online business, I have a main core offer. It's a package that includes a year access to virtual workouts through Body, a month of Body's nutrition to test out, and my coaching included in an accountability group. So one core offer, and then I have an alternative offer, which is just kind of a mini version of that core offer. It's 3 months of fitness to test out. It's one fitness program I'm going to coach them through, and it's 1 month of nutrition. So the message here is simplicity of offer. I want you to think about your core offer, the one that you think would deliver the best possible results, the one that you could stand behind, stand tall, stand proud, and really believe in. And then offer an alternative offer for people who aren't quite ready for that level of commitment. They don't maybe trust that they're going to follow through. It's not that they don't trust you. It's most often that they don't trust themselves. So one core offer, one alternative offer that's still really good. I do not suggest that you water your offer down so low that you don't even really believe it'll give them results. That's not a good offer. A good offer is one that you stand behind, you can guarantee will give them results if they do the work. And there's one smaller offer and then the core offer. So that's what I'm talking about with simplicity. In terms of other ways that things can be more simple, what's the easiest, simplest way for someone to sign up? I know this seems super logistical, but what's the easiest way for someone to sign up? On my virtual business online, I really have gotten down to, I talk about my virtual boot camp. I talk about my virtual option. I have them just drop a word below, drop the word melt, and you will get an application to join. Now you can set that up automated through ManyChat, or you can, if you're just getting going, send it out yourself. I create a basic Google form. First, I've built a huge business on Google Forms. I send them a Google form that tells me their name, their email, their phone number, what their goals are, and if they have any concerns about jumping in a summer boot camp, like what are their hesitations, what would hold them back. That form comes to me, I sort through them, and I reach out to people and get them started. So simplicity of sign up can even just be drop me a word, I'll send you a form. I really did the same exact thing at my health club this summer. We have a summer boot camp going that I'll talk a little bit more about on point number 2, but it's a simple summer boot camp. And I promoted it on social media. We did reels about it. I promoted it inside the gym. I put it on our website. I sent out an e-newsletter. I mean, nothing crazy, kind of the normal ways that you communicate with people: social media, email marketing, internal in the gym marketing, right? Did all those 3 things. And then as people were interested, we simply had them fill out a Google form and tell us their name, their email, their phone number, why they were interested, what their goals were, and maybe what their hesitations were. And then I had someone on my team reach out to them, talk to them through it, and get them signed up. Simplicity of sign up. It doesn't always have to be sending them to a website and having them do it on their own. It could be filling out a simple form and having a real conversation with a real person, talk through their objections, offer some validation for their concerns, and get them signed up. What's the easiest way to get people signed up to work with you? Really, only you know that. What's the easiest way for them to sign up? What's the easiest way for them to pay? Think through those things, so you're not creating barriers for people. You're not creating extra steps for people. People are pretty ready to act when they're ready to act. And so don't make it be a 17-step process to get started with you. What's the easiest way for them to sign up and the simplest way for them to pay? So we've talked quite a bit about simplicity, the roots of it in my business, really coming from a young, pre-business owner asking for advice in the industry and taking it so seriously because I knew that success leaves clues. And if other business owners told me that they wish their business was more simplified to start with, I was going to start with a simple business and always keep it that way. So that is tip number 1, simplicity. Tip number 2, single word again, is just creativity. I've been in the industry a long time, whether you've been in it for 6 months, 6 years, 16 years or more. It can be easy to get flat. It can get easy to get mundane. It can get easy to do the same old, same old. Well, the cool thing about what we do is we get to create fitness and wellness experiences for people. And there's so many ways to blend that up and put it together, whether you're focusing on nutrition 1 month with fitness on the side, or fitness 1 month with nutrition on the side, or you're doing a strength program or mobility program, or you're doing outdoor workouts or hybrid, online, live. There's so many ways to put this puzzle together. Get creative. I'm going to offer you just a couple simple ideas of things I'm doing this summer. You can do this summer, this fall, this winter. One is just a simple but fun promotion that I do every year, and it's called Fitness Doesn't Take the Summer Off. So if you're catching this in August and you want to do it in August, or you want to wait and do it in November, you can call it Fitness Doesn't Take the Holidays Off. Fitness Doesn't Take the Summer Off has been a huge promotion in my fitness business. We reward people for getting in 12 workouts for us in the month of July. When you're watching this, maybe you want to do in August, or again, maybe around the holidays. But we reward people for getting in 12 workouts during a busy month. We give them a simple business card, or simple bingo card. We make that bingo card in Canva, right? If you don't have a Canva account by now, by all means, all of us can be graphic designers these days. I don't sell Canva accounts, but I find them to be very useful. In Canva, we make a very simple bingo card, and we assign them different workouts to do in our gym. And they get to mark them off every time they come. When they turn that bingo card in, I actually buy them a tank top or a t-shirt that says Fitness Doesn't Take the Summer Off. So yes, it's an investment. I consider that a marketing investment. I have all these people wearing my tanks around the community. And I got someone to come to the gym 12 times in a busy month. Now, we have people complete that bingo card in the first 15 days of the month. We have some people complete it at the 11th hour, but we have about any given year between 75 and 100 people complete that card. So Fitness Doesn't Take the Summer Off, just a creative, fun thing you can do in the summer. The most creative, fun thing I have going right now is the coolest boot camp I think I've ever launched. And I hope that you can look at this and scale it to you and figure out, would this work for you? What I did was kick off a 20-minute a day boot camp. every day, Monday through Friday. It's 7 a.m. for 6 weeks. Now, you might think no one can do that. No one will sign up for that. No one can make that happen. Oh, well, with some of these little tricks, yes, they will. This boot camp, as I said at the beginning of this video, has 82 people in it. 82 people in a local boot camp at my gym, 20 minutes a day, 7 a.m. in the morning for 6 weeks. Now, I'm basing my boot camp off of a new program that Body recently released called Body Lava. It is a hybrid of power yoga, primal movements, body weight strength. It requires no equipment. People can do it anywhere. So you can reach out to me to ask me how I'm putting this together, but the concept is quite simple. 20-minute body weight workouts, right? You can make your own. You can go off of Body Lava. You can combine them. There's lots of ways that you can do it, but the concept is 20-minute body weight, full body workouts, right? No equipment, a blend of power yoga, mobility, and body weight strength. Super easy. They can do it live in my gym at 7 a.m. in our studio. We also connect to our Zoom line. And so people at home can jump on the Zoom line and participate from home, the campground, vacation, anywhere. We record it, we post it in a private Facebook group, and people can also do it recorded on their own time. Now, the combination, the creativity of these 3 ways to participate in my boot camp took it from probably would have had 15 people sign up if it were just live, maybe 12 if it were just live. Then I took it to maybe I would have had 30 people sign up if it were live in the studio and live at home, jump on a Zoom line and join us. But I doubled it by telling people I'd record the workout and upload it to a private Facebook group for them to do anytime that day. And they have to check in on our post before they go to bed at night and tell us they did it. So a couple tips in order to make this work to upload a workout to a Facebook group. Those of you that like to use music, I used Power Music. I don't sell Power Music. I don't have an affiliation with them. My friend Rebecca Garrity recommended them to me. They have really great music that is royalty free that uploads easily to Facebook, just a little business tip. So I created a bunch of playlists for my team and I to do, and our participation has been gangbusters. So my point to this is whether you're like, I don't do boot camps, I don't do live classes, I don't do this, I don't do that. You can talk your way out of any business tip, or you can be strategic and figure out how does this business tip fit you? How does it fit you? Could you take the concept of, could you do a small group of live in your gym or in your garage or in your home? Could you Zoom it for people to participate from other places? Could you record that workout and put it somewhere private for people to participate? This offer is simple and it was creative. And it was a way to really drive revenues and drive participation in my business this summer. Now, I like to duplicate and scale my business and get paid in more ways than one. So I took the same concept of a 20-minute boot camp, and I have one that's completely virtual in a private Facebook group that doesn't have local people. It's friends, family, social media followers from around the country, also doing a 20-minute workout and checking in with me every night. There's ways that you can grow and scale your business without more of your time in the trenches, teaching, training, always being gone from home. So what I do is I find something that's working and I scale it and I grow it. So my 2 business tips for you to kick off this first edition of Success Leaves Clues. We talked about the power of communication at the beginning of the Zoom. I shared my background with you. Our 2 business tips are simplicity and creativity. In your creativity, you got to think about what different ways could people participate with you. My summer boot camp is called Summer Melt Boot Camp. It's kind of a fun, creative name. Melt off the calories, melt off the fat, melt off the stress, whatever it may be, right? Summer Melt Boot Camp. I gave it a fun name. Offer different ways for people to participate with me. I've got prizes and recognition for their participation. And it's been really, really fun. Unique workouts, body weight workouts, no equipment needed workouts has taken away so many of the excuses for participation. So my personal development tip for you, we talked about 2 business tips. My personal development tip is this. As a business owner or as an entrepreneur, as a trainer, instructor, owner, whatever your hat is, I can tell you over the years, One thing that holds people back the most from realizing their greatest potential and greatest success is their personal life struggles. Struggles in your personal life and struggles in your own health will always be a detriment to your business growth. Because unless you can bring your full self to the table and deliver your full self to your business, your personal life and your health will always hold you back. So, how can you wrestle with that? What's my suggestion? To never have any trouble, to never have any struggle? Absolutely not. Life is a 50-50, good and bad, easy and hard, joy and struggle. I really believe that life is truly 50-50. And so the way that we manage struggle in our personal life is to move through it faster. Now, I'm not a therapist. I've done tons of reading and personal development, been to a million conferences, absorbed a ton of audios to figure out what works for me and my life. And it is to face the struggle that you have, whether it's a separation, a divorce, a move, a job change, struggle with your kids, struggle with a parent, a health issue in your family, a family squabble, whatever. I've been through all of them. I bet you have too. My suggestion for you is to face it, and feel it, to not shove it down, to not ignore it. But after you've faced it, you either have to decide, can I fix this situation? If I can't fix the situation, can I move past the situation? I think the reasons why my local live health clubs and my online fitness businesses have always been strong, growing, thriving. Yes, we struggled in COVID like the rest of the world, but we kept things going. And when I could get through it and get my businesses through it, we grew, we blossomed. A part of it was being able to manage struggle and move through it. What could I fix and what could I not fix? And how can I get back to action faster? So my tip for you is move through struggle faster. You're not going to avoid struggle. You're not going to avoid bombs dropping in your life, but you can face it. And then you have the choice, can I fix this situation with a conversation, with therapy, with help, with whatever it is? Or do I just need to move on from the situation and get back to life? You get to decide that. So our tips today, simplicity and creativity, move through struggle faster in your personal life and of course in your health, take care of it. And my recommended read for you, I didn't bring it up to my desk, but it is a book by Young Pueblo. Oh, I bet it's right behind me. It's on the shelf. It's yellow right there. It's a book by Young Pueblo. It's his pen name, not his real name. It's the name he writes with. There's 2 books from him that have been really game changing to me, kind of in this third tip on moving through struggle faster. And the first book is called Lighter. It's a bright yellow book called Lighter, and it allows you to travel through life lighter, to let more things go, to process things and move on. And I found that actually has helped my businesses by being able to work on my personal life more. And the second book, the newest one he came out with, is called The Way Forward. The Way Forward. So after struggle, after it could be a traumatic event or just a trouble that you've faced in life, how to move forward. They're both 2 really good poetic books, interesting reads. They're not novels. They're not encyclopedias. They're not, a book on movement patterns or exercise physiology, but it's a book on your heart, your mind, your soul, and being able to move through life better. So those are Young Pueblo is the pen name, is the author, Lighter, and The Way Forward. I hope you really enjoyed this first edition of Success Leaves Clues. I loved it. If you want to connect with me, here's a couple opportunities. You can email me at trina@bayathleticlub.com. We'll put those in the notes, trina@bayathleticlub.com. Or if you're a DM kind of person and you just want to send me a DM, find me on Instagram at Trian Gray, Gray. Shoot me a DM and ask me any questions that you'd like. Thank you so much for being here today, and I look forward to the next edition.